Hello, gang. From beautiful uptown Burbank, because the fire marshal shut us motherfucking down last Saturday, Harmontown is now in session from the confines of the recording studio at Starburns Industries. I'm Jeff Davis, your comptroller. Give it up for your game master. You don't give it up. There's no audience here. You have to give nothing up.
If you're listening, you could clap.
You know what? Yeah. From wherever you're listening right now, all around the world, just do yourself a favor, just for your own sense of peace of mind. Give it way up for the game master, Spencer Crittenden.
Thank you.
I'm going to give you time to keep clapping.
Yeah. I mean, you don't have to, but we just don't want to tell them not to in case they're so inclined.
I'm going to keep pausing until the people that are really clapping have clapped themselves out.
All right.
And I want to do it so long that people that think they should have stopped by now are going to feel bad when I keep pausing.
All right.
Let's give it up for your mayor, Dan Harmon.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So, yeah, we got shut down. We were apparently performing quite illegally from the very moment that we left Meltdown. I wouldn't have left Meltdown if I had known that. I wouldn't have had people, audiences coming into an illegal place. If you're listening and you've come to the live shows, no, you can't sue us. Don't be stupid.
And the rumors that there was a sex for pay scandal happening, these are all unfounded.
Right. As I should say, no, we were illegal in terms of the fire department, this is serious stuff. I don't want to be in violation of fire code. We didn't have permits, that we have applied for a long time ago. I think the misunderstanding was that we thought it would work like driving, where when you're 16, you can just have a thing in your glove box that says you're working on getting your license.
I believe they call it a provisional.
And then if a fire marshal ever wandered in, that we could just flash a piece of paper signed by our driver's ed teacher, and we would be therefore allowed to keep performing.
Right.
We really had big dreams for that venue. Remember the guy who said, "Oh, here you go with your podcast, the playbook. You got your own venue now. Your podcast is gonna die."
Oh. Yeah.
I mean, he's probably, because he's a dumbass, that guy's definitely high-fiving himself right now. I mean, I wouldn't say this vindicates him, but he would. His threshold for vindication is probably very low. He probably congratulates himself for masturbating.
That guy's probably dead.
You know what? I'm not going to say I hope so, but because we've got a lot of death in the news going on right now, and I want every human out there alive that is still alive.
Now, the night we were drinking nearby. You and I and our friends like Church and Cody and our friends Daniel and Rachel were having a drink, and we got the message that the show was canceled 40 minutes before the show?
Yeah, what happened was there was a party going on in the same neighborhood. Now, originally, what I heard was that they were operating illegally, so the fire department showed up to shut them down and then noticed the big crowd outside our castle. That's not true. What I then heard is that it's a little less ironic than that. It's actually because they were operating legally. The fire department was there to help them or something. Because you actually need fire people on hand if you're going to perform or something like that. If you're going to have a crowd in a space of a certain type, I think you need an off-duty fireman or something like that. And that person was there in that capacity, saw our space, looked for his colleague that should have been also there, didn't see him. Where's Ponch? That place must be flammable. And so then that's how we ended up getting shut down. And I'm really sorry to anybody that showed up that night, including our guest Dave Anthony.
And people that had flown in from or driven in from long distances, we feel terrible about that. We did get to meet a few people that had flown in from New York or Pennsylvania or wherever.
It's interesting. Those people are always so nice. I mean, I would, of course, if they started to actually express discontent when something like this happened, I would immediately skip to hating them. But as it is, when because they're so nice about it, I'm just kind of in awe of them. Because I mean, imagine the disappointment there. There was literally some people that they're always a little embarrassed to to actually say the words, I came here for this reason, because who wants to say that, especially if you are a nice person, you don't want to guilt somebody out or imply that this is the big thing that you wanted to come out for. I think there's a natural kind of shame there. And that's why I'm always really impressed by those people. They're always so nice. Maybe the ones that aren't nice and are really outraged, they skulk into the shadows and curse my name. But there's a couple of those people came by the Guild Hall, the bar that we've discovered that's like an esports nerd themed bar. That's a couple miles from the stage. If you're in Burbank, go there. But these people came and they got to take pictures and rap with us and buy us shots, and they acted like that made it worth it, and I really appreciate that they feel that way.
I hope so.